Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Upwork crash course last session. Today we will be discussing Upwork rating system and JSS job success score. Please leave your comments on the chat if you can hear me well, and I will start. Okay, let's get started. So, today's topic, what we will cover today. In our agenda, we have Upwork feedback and rating system, and then JSS, what is it, like job success score, how to get it, and as well as secret of getting 5-star reviews as a bonus at the end. The first one, feedback. What is a feedback on Upwork? Once a contract ends on Upwork, both parties, meaning that client and the freelancer, have 14 days to leave a feedback about each other. Here is my feedback, job feedbacks from my profile. These are the feedback left by the client, and my feedbacks for the client will show up on the client's profile section. Here you can see the feedback consists of the rating, the timeline of the project, the feedback itself, like message, and it will also contain the amount I earned and the rate I worked, $20 per hour, and how many hours I worked. And it's very similar for fixed price. It will just say the amount and fixed price, but these ones were hourly, and these are the feedback left by client. And you can also reply to the client's feedback on your profile. Here is how I reply to his feedback on my profile. This is not the feedback I'm getting, is the feedback I gave to the client is on his profile, but this one shows up on my profile. Once they leave a review, you can just click the reply, and there will be click reply option, and your reply will appear here on your profile. So there are two types of feedback on Upwork. First one, public. Public feedback is what we see right here. This is all public. And private feedback, which is hidden, not shown to the freelancer, and not shown on the profile. The public feedback does not affect job success score, but private feedback affects job success score. And we will cover what job success score in a very in a few minutes. So the private feedback to freelancer. Once the job ends, the client gets an invitation to this questionnaire, and here he gives private and public feedback to the freelancer. Let's look at let's look at the questions. The private feedback contains reason for ending the contract, and how likely are you to recommend this freelancer to a friend or a colleague. And here the problem is if the client chooses anything between 0 to 7, it is considered bad. Even 5 is okay, even 7 is okay, but on Upwork, average rating is 9 or 10. So even 8 is a bad rating for this one. You want to get 9 or 10, but you have no influence over this one because this is very secure. Client knows that you can never check this rating. And there are some questions like what do you think are their strengths, and they check this private feedback. Then it will be sent to Upwork. And the public feedback, it has this 6 sections. They rate each section: skills, quality of work, availability, adherence to schedule, communication, and cooperation. And each, at the end, the total score will be calculated based on the average of the scores the client gives to the freelancer. And here is the public feedback. That's the message part, which will appear on the profile of the freelancer. Just just like in this picture, this was a message and this was a rating. So this was for private and public feedback to the freelancer left by the client. And pay attention closely to these questions. We have skills, quality of work, availability, adherence to schedule, communication, and cooperation, meaning that you should always be available, replying to clients' messages very quickly, deliver good work, good quality of work, and it should meet the deadlines. Most of the time you will be the one setting deadlines for the project. And communication and availability are actually very close, and cooperation as well. This is why, as we covered at week 7, the soft skills matter a lot, and this is here it comes for help. And the freelancers will also be able to leave feedback to the client. And if you had a bad experience with the client, do not be afraid to leave bad feedback. Be honest. Do not be afraid of anything, because your feedback will not be shown to the client until he leaves you a feedback. And similarly, you cannot see the client's feedback until you leave a feedback for the client. So be honest, why the contract ended. Are you likely to recommend this client to a friend or colleague? And then there is a public feedback part. Here you will also choose the skills of the client, cooperation skills, availability, quality of requirements, set reasonable deadlines, and communication. And at the end you can leave a friendly message, or if you had a bad experience, maybe explain the situation so that other freelancers will not apply to the jobs posted by this client. And this will affect the client's rating, total rating, but the effect depends on the value of the job. If you gained a lot of money on that job, it is more likely to affect your job success score. And for rating, as we have seen, the 6 steps, these 6 qualities were assessed in the rating, and it is 4 out of 5. Average freelancer rating on Upwork is actually 4.9, so you don't want to get 4 or 4.9 or less, you only want 5 stars. And this is calculated by the average ratings that client leaves on public feedback, as we discussed, and the questions are the following. Next, we have job success score. This is the most important metric on Upwork, but you don't need to panic. Don't panic if you have less than 90% job success score. There are many people still working successfully on Upwork. Eligibility, how do you get it? For job success score, you need to complete 4 or more projects with 2 or more clients within the last 24 months. This is a basic requirement, and that's all. If you meet these 3 requirements, you will have this job success score. And 90% of freelancers get job success score after completing 4 projects, and 98% freelancers get job success score, already have job success score after 8 projects. And the calculation, how is it calculated? Job success score is a rating percentage between 1 and 100, and it will only show up on your profile if it is more than 70. So this one is calculated every 2 weeks, the calculations are based on freelancers 3, 6, 12, and 24 months ratings. The highest rating is displayed as JSS on your profile. If you have if within the last 2 years your average job success score is higher, it will be taken, the highest of these 4 will be shown on your profile. And the calculation method exactly is a secret. Upwork has not disclosed it, and this is very important because there may be some scams if people find out how this is calculated, but there are some things we know about it. One of the factors is that higher value jobs outweigh lower value jobs when calculating JSS. Let's say you have a job where you got $5,000 and the rating is 5-star, and you have another job where you have earned for example $100 and the rating is 3 stars. And in that case you may still have something like 96, 98 job success score, because higher value jobs outweigh lower value jobs. And moving on, how can you check JSS? Once you obtain JSS, it will be shown right here, like the percentage and job success score. You can always check your stats via that profile, my stats tab, and this part is very important. Be sure to check it frequently. There is a tab client satisfaction, which shows you job success score and your earnings, clients who would recommend you, long-term clients, top rated eligibility weeks. Here you can also check, like, once you become eligible for top rated, you will also get this badge. Top rated eligibility, I have a different video specifically about this top rated badge, but basically it is having job success score 100% and many more, like some other points. Okay, there is a bug in our slide. Okay, here is a bonus. So you can always check this Upwork Academy for useful links, useful information about Upwork. And as promised, if you remember at the beginning of this video, I promised to tell you how to get 5-star ratings. There is no secret, basically. This starts when you start choosing your job. If you choose the right job, which fits your skills, which has this awesome client, as I said, check out my older videos. Here I explained how to find that client, how to find the job. You check that client rating is good, the job is matching, you get the interview goes smoothly, and then you show your soft skills, be on time, show, like, work extra, maybe not extra in a meaning that you work extra hours or for free. Add something extra to the project that most of the clients, like 99%, will get excited and even leave you tips and very, very good feedback. Just do what you love and do it with love. And this is the end of our Upwork crash course. You can join us on Telegram. This is Easy Freelancing channel, and you can also support us on YouTube. Here is our link, and be sure to subscribe. You're already watching the video. And one update, here is my new channel for those who want to study. I will be studying live every morning for 3 hours using the Pomodoro technique. And if you are bored, or if you do not want to study alone, or if you lose focus when you study alone, you can just hop in and join my live sessions. And I'm also planning to share study tips and tricks in this new channel. So thanks for your time, thanks for joining today. Subscribe and have a nice day.